The Challenger Deep, reaching 11,000 meters down in the Mariana Trench, is the deepest known point on Earth. This abyssal zone is defined by crushing pressure over 1,000 times surface level, absolute darkness, and freezing temperatures. Less explored than the surface of Mars, it remains a silent, heavy void where unique, adapted life persists and the rules of our known world truly cease to apply. But recently, deep-sea sensors and cameras have started picking up anomalies, glitches. Maybe, but then you look closer. Rigid shapes, linear movement, things that don't swim but slide, things that don't drift but drive. Reports of mechanical debris moving across the seafloor. In a place where the pressure is like an elephant standing on your thumb, something rigid is surviving. And it's not just sitting there, it's travelling. What exactly is crawling through the deepest scar on Earth's crust? And why, when we look at the data, does it look like it was built by intelligence? Stick with us, because the answer lies at the intersection of terrifying geology, alien biology, and a secret history of human debris that never died. The physics of the crush. Why nothing should survive down here. To understand why a moving mechanical object is so impossible, you first have to respect the arena, the Challenger. Deep isn't just deep, it's the absolute bottom of the energetic barrel. If you took Mount Everest, inverted it, and shoved it into this trench, the peak would still be drowned by over 2 kilometers of water. It's the Hadal zone. Down here, the water is a stable, freezing coffin, hovering just above 1 degree Celsius. But the cold isn't the killer, it's the weight. The hydrostatic pressure at the bottom hits 16,000 psi. That's 1,100 times the atmospheric pressure you're feeling right now. It is a crushing, relentless force that seeks to implode any pocket of air, any hollow space, any weakness. So when we talk about something mechanical moving down there, we are talking about an object that has defied physics. Most materials shatter, most electronics implode instantly. For a rigid object to exist here, let alone move, it implies a level of structural integrity that rivals our most advanced spacecraft. The environment is a chaotic subduction zone, where the Pacific tectonic plate is being forced under the Mariana plate. It's a geological meat grinder, steep walls, unstable sediment, constant tremors. Yet, against this backdrop of destruction, we see straight lines, we see industrial shapes, we see movement that looks engineered. This leads us to a terrifying question. If biology can't evolve steel plates and wheels, then who or what put them there? And are they still functioning? The ghost in the machine, deceleration artifacts, and lander ballast. Here is where the mystery takes a turn into the reality of human exploration. We are desperate to see what's down there, so we send robots, we send landers, but getting to the bottom takes hours. To speed it up, these machines utilize a brute force method, gravity. They strap on massive iron or steel weights, ballast, to drag themselves down through the water column. But here's the catch. To come back up, they have to drop the dead weight. Every time we visit the abyss, we leave a heavy, metallic calling card behind. A dense, perfectly machined block of steel, jettisoned into the dark. Now imagine that block hitting the bottom. The Challenger Deep isn't a flat parking lot. It's a series of steep, unstable slopes. When that ballast hits, it doesn't always stop. It retains the momentum of a 6-mile freefall. It strikes the sediment and begins to roll. It slides. It tumbles. To a stationary camera observing from a distance, or a time-lapse unit capturing frames every few minutes, this looks exactly like a vehicle moving under its own power. We call these deceleration artifacts. It's a rigid, man-made object, exhibiting continuous linear motion across the seafloor. It looks like a rover. It looks like a drone. But in reality, it's a ghost of our own ambition. A kinetic echo of a mission that has already left. The slope provides the energy. The steel provides the structure. It's the perfect illusion of life, powered by the relentless gravity of the trench. The trash that never dies, mechanical persistence of pollution. But there is a darker, more pervasive source of mechanical movement than scientific gear. We treat the ocean as a boundless void, a place to hide our sins. But the ocean has a bottom, and gravity eventually takes everything there. Researchers confirmed that the deepest point on Earth is now a graveyard for our garbage. We have found plastics, metals, and glass at 10,898 meters. And here is the nightmare scenario. Down here, things don't rot. The low oxygen, the darkness, the cold, it creates a kind of stasis. Decomposition stops, rust slows down. A plastic bottle, a metal casing, a piece of machinery, it becomes immortal. This creates the phenomenon of mechanical persistence. These objects sit there, pristine, for decades. But they don't just sit. The deep ocean has currents, slow, powerful shifts in the water mass that we are only just beginning to understand. A sudden shift in a deep water current pushes against a piece of dense, rigid debris. It slides, it creeps, it tumbles down a seismic fault line. If you were watching a monitor, you would see a metallic shape, clearly artificial, navigating the terrain. It stops. It starts again. It turns. It looks intelligent. It looks like it's searching. But it's just our own waste, haunting us. The movement is a combination of fluid dynamics and unstable geology, animating our pollution into a zombie-like mimicry of life. It's a silent, moving accusation, confirming that there is nowhere left on Earth that we haven't touched. The living machinery of the deep, the siphonophore paradox. However, not every anomaly is a piece of metal. Sometimes the machine is actually alive. The human brain has a flaw, the anthropomorphic attribution trap. We see organised movement and we assume engineering, we assume robot. But evolution has had millions of years to solve the problem of pressure, and its solutions are stranger than anything we can build. Enter the siphonophore. This isn't a single animal, it's a colonial superorganism. Thousands of individual clones called zooids linked together in a chain that can stretch over 40 meters. They function as a single entity, a biological machine. Some of these colonies use jet propulsion. They pump water in a rhythmic, coordinated sequence to move, viewed from a grainy, deep-sea camera. This looks incredibly artificial. It looks like a long, metallic cable or a rigid craft performing a scan. It moves in straight lines. It hovers. It reverses. It doesn't swim like a fish. It operates like a submarine. This is biomimicry at its most confusing. We see a mechanical object moving in the distance, but it's actually a gelatinous city of clones, perfectly adapted to the crushing dark. It moves with purpose because it is hunting, but it's powered by calories, not batteries. It forces us to ask, at what point does biology become indistinguishable from machinery? Engineering the impossible, spheres, titanium, and the watch. So is it impossible for a real machine to be functioning down there? No, it's just incredibly difficult. If we do find a ticking, whirring device in the Challenger Deep, it means someone has mastered the ultimate engineering challenge. You can't use normal shapes. Boxes implode. Cylinders buckle. The only shape that survives the crush is the sphere. The geometry distributes the pressure perfectly. This is why the few vehicles that have visited, like the limiting factor, are built around a flawless titanium sphere. We've even proven that clockwork can survive. When James Cameron dove to the bottom, he took a Rolex Deep Sea Challenge watch with him outside the sub. 4. It wasn't filled with oil. It didn't cheat physics. It just used brute strength. A massive titanium case and a sapphire crystal nearly a centimetre thick. And it worked. It kept ticking. The abyss is talking. The ocean floor is not the silent grave we thought it was. It is a dynamic, shifting frontier where the lines between geology, biology, and technology are blurring. We are seeing mechanical movement in the deepest trenches on Earth. Most of the time, it's us. It's our ballast weights rolling in the dark. It's our plastic waste drifting on deep currents, refusing to die. It's the eerie, rhythmic dance of super colonies that look like alien probes. But the very fact that these things are moving, that the bottom of the world is restless, should keep you up at night. The anomalies are rising. The deep ocean has a lot more secrets to tell. And we're going to find them all. Until next time, stay curious and stay out of the water.